Hello everybody, this is ELIZ-SHA Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and this is my logo, Phoenix Rampant. I'm very proud of that Phoenix Rampant. My daughter made it for us. Having said that, I am on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out through Facebook. They have a messenger especially for the business page. And I can very happily tell you what we have available, what's good, what's not good, etc., etc. And, well, nothing on my page is not good, honestly. But I can tell you the prices, the length of time you have, etc., etc. So feel free to reach out to me. I have no problem talking to people. Please, my information is down below. Give me a thumbs up, which I always forget to ask for, but would greatly appreciate. Okay, so this is for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for May 14th, 2023. And the first one, I think, or maybe the first two, I said 13th, but it's the 14th. And air, not air, water. It goes along with the rest of the signs. Slightly different, of course, each one's slightly different. But this one is walking or stepping into your power and utilizing your power to take that which we know is right and bringing it into the physical earth. And that's the magician. He takes from above, brings to below. He's a creator. He makes things happen. So we have this problem of, well, what if we're wrong? And that's a very valid question, honestly. What if we're wrong and we choose to do the wrong thing? Well, that's where you get, this is the Queen of Swords. That's where you open your heart. The open heart will give you broader information, more clarity than if you just so, well, I'm not going to do it in case I'm making a mistake. Because if you have an open heart, then you have the information coming to you with more clarity. And this is very important day for water, and what we're talking about is very important. I have three major arcanas in a row. So if you open your heart, then your heart is the conduit to the superconscious and the subconscious. But in this case, we're dealing with the superconscious, and the superconscious should tell you, yes, this is what we want to happen. And so it has to feel right. If it doesn't feel right, if you don't go, yes, this is right, then don't do it. But if you get this, I just know in the center of my core of my being that it's right, because the next card is the Judgment card, and you will be called on to make a judgment, of course. That is how it works. But the judgment nowadays also means you see things with much more clarity, much more refined vision. And this is what we're doing. We're working with the refined vision. So we're working to clean off the edges, make sure that everything we've worked for, with all the huge aha moments, we're now refining these aha moments into something that is too, how do I say this, is clear, with more clarity. So when you make a decision, your inner being, the fabrics of your inner being knows that it's right. All right, and then we've got the Nine of Wands, which is kind of, it's in this case, we're going with, it's a little bit of ego. We've already done the work. I don't want to do the work anymore. Well, this is refining work. It's probably harder than the big job of getting that huge piece of chunk of information, wrong information, out of the way. So we've done the work. We don't want to do anymore, but maybe just allow that to loosen up a little bit, because the payback is so huge, and it should be coming. Six of Swords, it should be coming relatively soon. And it's funny, but I've been getting this a lot lately, that all the light workers that have been single for so long, we're getting to a place where it's changing. We don't want to be single. The universe doesn't need us to be single anymore. The universe needs us to go together, but first we have to balance ourselves. As soon as we're in balance ourselves, we will attract that which is what we truly want. None of us want to be alone, not ultimately. So allow yourself to do this finite work, and you will find that. And I never get the king and the queen together of any suit, ever, hardly. And the fact it's been coming up over and over again would indicate that it is time for a change. And the last card I pulled was this card. It's the Four of Wands. And that is my one and only marriage card. But it's also a coming together, a celebration. And it is technically my last card. But with you're afraid of having a relationship and not being heard, that will shift and change, because you've shifted and changed, and you are ready for a relationship where we have equal ability to hear each other. It's very important that we hear each other. We don't have to agree with each other, but we have to hear each other. And if you can hear the other person, then you can have a valid response. It has not an emotional response, a valid response. So with you afraid of not being heard, of not being seen in a relationship, this is what you're working towards clearing up. So it's highly valuable. So namaste, namasko, I love you, and you I do love. Bye.